I'm so delighted to have Miguel step up to share his knowledge about speech to text.
For sure. I am Miguel Fuentes. I have 19 years of experience within the computer science and civil engineering, applied to computer science. I got 2 degrees. And I've been an entrepreneur for almost all my experience, and I've created several companies. I've always been the CTO. Normally, I am the technical co-founder of companies, and I'm very passionate about technology. And you will see now in the webinar that I am. And yeah, thank you, Prem. Hi, everyone. So, yeah, the fundamental problem isn't really a technical one at its core. It's a human one. So doctors nowadays are incredibly burdened by administrative work. So especially documentation and writing. So our customer is a subject matter expert in the medical field. He explained that physicians feel forced to do this kind of homework and have to choose between engaging with their patient and looking into a computer screen to update records, right? So all this is basically overhead, leads to physician burnout, and you definitely don't want your physician to be burnout. And that is basically a degraded patient experience. So the challenge was to create a solution that felt kind of like magic in this environment of AI that could automate the documentation and all the admin tasks in the background. So allowing the doctor to be fully present with you, the patient, and fully present also in their work, and not writing and not changing context, which can be very dangerous. The customer wanted 3 things. First, they wanted a live clinical transcription, which is a lot more than just speech to text. Nowadays, you can see speech to text happening very normally in our phones, in our computers, but clinical means the transcription is able to also understand medical terms, chemistry terms, like medication terms, and it needs to be accurate enough. So second point is automated charting, which is basically transforming all of that transcript into a structured medical notes that are automatically put into the medical software, EMR, EHR. And then third, we found that also an intelligent decision support is needed. So as we are getting this transcription and as we are doing this automatic charting, we are also providing real-time alerts and recommendations, medical recommendations, to the physician. Ultimately, is the physician work and responsibility, and it's their intent also to make the final say. But it's always good to have another set of eyes looking at what's happening within this doctor-patient conversation. By focusing on this user-desired outcome, we ensured that our technical plan was directly aligned with solving their biggest problems.
Yeah.
And that is the Lunagen way of solving these technical issues. Speech to text in general, and whenever you're dealing with this type of problems, you need to focus on how to measure.
Yeah.
Basically, you need to set some sort of standard way of measuring if you're accurate enough. And we certainly use that. We use available databases which have something called the ground truth. So whenever you're working with a partner that provides, say, transcript or transcription, or more so, technical, clinical transcription, you need to make sure they use this methodology, which uses something called the ground truth transcription. What I mean by that is, for example, this conversation. We both, you, Prime, and myself, we know what we are talking. So we could create later a ground truth transcription.
Yes.
And then with that ground truth transcription, we can correctly measure if an AI is able to get all the words and all the characters in our words correctly. And by comparing whatever the AI is saying is the actual transcription, that is the one that we want to measure, with the actual ground truth transcription. That way, we at Lunagen are able to set a certain accuracy, which is higher than competition and higher than normal, but more so, it's the partners that use this ground truth mechanism to double check. We double check with thousands of recordings with the pair of ground truth and the audio.
Got it.
Assistant and help in visits. Usually it's 2 hours. It may be 1 hour, maybe 2 hours. But what if your doctor really is focused on you, and they may take a couple of hours or 3 hours? So it was particularly special case, and we also didn't want to lower the quality of said transcription over time.
Yeah.
So indeed, it was quite the mission, the goal, and we actually achieved it by the correct use of AI, the correct use and fine-tuning of the tools available, which is very, very important. If you're going to do an application, you need to fine-tune into that application, or pruning, which means cutting edges that you're not going to use, because that if you cut those edges of the technology, your technology will get faster and faster, so it will give a better sensation when used. Blazing fast.
Okay.
For the tool, AI is a tool, but it's a tool that you can set a job description to, and also it's a tool that you can set how do you want that job to be done. So by doing that, we are able to, in between quotes, tell the AI that they will be dealing with a certain number of people, that it's very common to go with a partner, to go with family, to the doctor, or to accompany a family member. It's very normal. Everyone does that. And maybe your partner speaks, maybe your family speaks, you're speaking, some people may speak on top of others, respond too quickly to the doctor. And then there may be a doctor, and it's very normal as well, there may be another physician there, or a nurse or two. So we take all of that variables into account.
Yeah.
It may be several people talking, and what we do is we set the AI to understand that from the transcript.
Yeah.
So yeah. In IT, basically Agile is it's now a classic methodology to act upon, and that means using Scrum. That means being a little too religious with that, but we use modules here. We use automatic failover. If the first AI or module fails, we have a second one. So we get the report that something failed, because there may be a more bigger issue or problem behind that, but it doesn't notice. The user doesn't notice. First of all, I think we started with the kind of like with the difficult level, medical. Anything beyond medical, probably going to be a breeze. And I can tell you that because even Google has its own medical model for text to speech, and then speech to text, and back and forth, separated from the normal model, which encompasses everything else. Having said that, we can use this for example, retrospectives, which are a very special type of meeting, which may be long enough when you want to, say, get feedback from customers, from processes, and so on, which may get very technical as well. You could use this for board meetings. You could use this for, say, anything that requires the creation of a report. Say military, even applications. Like if you're doing some military exercises and then you need to create a report, something like this could do that for you. Anything related to field reports, like if you're doing some audits, for example, in compliance, you could do something like this. We're thinking here not only speech to text. You may audit a meeting, but then you may also audit images, videos, and so on.
Yeah.
So the AI can also see what's happening. Basically, what we have here, as if we speak about, like, a broader topology, is everything that has a homework, we can solve it for you. If that homework is, say, writing an extensive report, you're staying up all night at your job because you're doing some, say, financial audit, we're here to help. If you're, say, for example, even teachers, if you're part of a university and you have your lectures and you can send automatic summaries and even generate questions, right? Kind of if it were a test. So think of it as some sort of secretary that actually knows your job, that is there with you all the time, and can help you then later create any of those documentations. By the way, we use that all the time within Lunagen.
Yeah.
So all of our meetings are recorded and transcribed and processed. Even some of the questions, like half the questions you ask me, I use an AI to prepare. Obviously, we're having a free flow here. We're speaking, we're doing a webinar, but we can assist using AI. And if you get 40% of help using AI, that is some time you're saving. And medical, by the way, is not just patient visits. It may be, say, radiology transcription.
Yeah,
right? It may be pathology transcription. Send within legal that you just mentioned, court proceedings, witness and suspect interviews.
Yeah. But folks, there you have it. This is Miguel Fuentes, the ever ready guy, our CTO, busy to implement any AI solution you're looking for. And thank you, Miguel, buddy.
Thank you, man.